Hey guys, what is going on? It's tea time once again, right? It's tea time. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here. I can't believe it's like another year, 2021. I was just sitting around and I was thinking about it. I'm like, geez, a whole week has almost gone by already for the new year. How's everyone doing? Pretty good? I have a little bit of Misty Morning and Focus combination. You know how much I absolutely love that bergamot. And we're back in this little setting here with my retro arcade that me and my son built from scratch. I absolutely love this thing. It's got about 15,000 ROMs on it or something crazy like that. Built it with the RetroPie. So cool. If you guys want to see anything about this, how I built it, some behind the scenes stuff, let me know. I could do like a whole little series on it or something. So it's a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, today's going to be a FujiFilm day. Fuji's just kind of changing things up a lot. All right, I put some notes down about their brand new GFX100S that's going to be coming out. And by the title of the video, you can see that I'm speculating that professional photographers are going to start moving or slowly moving into medium format over full frame. We've talked about this in the past, and I think that it might really come to pass. It's possible. And Fujifilm will be the catalyst for it happening, if it does happen. So before I get into it, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded my ebook as of yet, why the hell not? It's free. Go download it. 10 tips at making tack sharp images. There's something in there for absolutely everyone. Grab a copy. Go over to JCristina.com/ebook. Once again, JCristina.com/ebook. Grab a copy. There is some good information there. It doesn't matter if you're a professional or a pro-am or even an amateur. There's some really good information in there. Anyways, so for many years, we've said that in the video world, right, we've always said that content is king, right? And I still believe that to be the case. And then in photo, we've always said megapixels are king. Well, there's always a caveat to that. What kind of megapixels? Is it just a lot of megapixels or good megapixels? Megapixels, for me, would be high quality, large megapixels. That would be coming from a medium format sensor or larger, a large sensor, okay? So understanding that and knowing that, Fujifilm came out with medium format cameras, and they basically circumvented the bloodbath, as we know, of the mirrorless full frame, or those full frame wars that were going on for the last 2-3 years. Circumvented them completely. They went with their X line, which is their APS-C mirrorless, to the GFX line. And I've always said that GFX is going to be one of those cameras that are really going to draw photographers, professional photographers, to medium format. Why is that? Well, just as a case study for myself, not only am I a Canon shooter, but as you guys know, if you've been with me for a little bit, I'm agnostic. And what I'll do is I'll bring in whatever system suits the need of the project. So if I'm doing fashion, all right, I'm going to bring in a Hasselblad, right? Why? It's a medium format, has a ton of megapixels, and the megapixels are large, okay? Big pixels, quality pixels, so that later on, the people that are going to be working on those, if I'm not, and the client wants to do any kind of manipulation, or if they want to zoom in and zoom out, they can do so because there's a lot of data there. I did a test way back with I think it was a Canon EOS 5D Mark III versus a Hasselblad. Maybe I'll put like a video, I don't know. Anyways, I did a fashion shoot and I shot both of them just to show the difference. And when you zoom in, all right, to the 5D Mark III, and you get to the point where it starts digitizing and just looking like crap, all right, the Hasselblad will allow you to go in 3, 4, 5 more steps, ton of data. And a lot of the fashion people want to take a shot of a model, let's say it's a 3/4 shot, all right, then zoom into the purse, or zoom into the face makeup, or zoom into the watch, or whatever, instead of having to take more and more images. It saves time. All right, time is money. And the same thing goes with video. If I'm doing professional video, all right, I'm going to use a Canon C100, 200, 300, 500, depends on the gig. Is it 1080? Is it 4K? What are we doing? All right. So I bring in the equipment that's right for the job. Yes, we could bring in Panasonics. We can bring in whatever, Reds, whatever it is that is for that specific job. But for the majority of the time, I'm using a Canon C-Series camera. Why? Because it's just great for the job. It has a built-in fan. All right. It blows and blows and runs and runs. And you could just record all day long, and I have done it. So they work out really well. So once again, there's a perfect tool for every job, but not every tool is great for every job, right? So you have to pick your tool and pick it wisely. Well, with this new coming out very soon, the new FujiFilm GFX100S, this might be that baseline, all right? This beginnings to a lot of professionals moving from full frame into medium format. Why is that? Cost. There's always been this barrier, all right? And the barrier has always been price. The GFX100, all right, which is an unbelievable medium format camera that Fujifilm came out with, is 10 grand. It's a used car, all right? You know, it's a very expensive camera. But look at some of these specs. I want to just so you understand what this Fujifilm GFX100 is. This medium format camera has on-sensor phase detection. Panasonic hasn't figured that out yet. All right. Continuous shooting up to 5 frames per second. Not a lot. It is medium format, right? 4K video, 422 10-bit HDMI out. It's a medium format camera, right? And then also it'll do 14-bit as well as 16-bit. So it is unbelievable, but it does 5-axis image stabilization. I tell people that and they're like, how in the hell is this medium format camera doing 5-axis image stabilization? That massive sensor is moving around like this, 5 axes. That's crazy. I mean, everyone knows that, like, for example, Panasonic does a really good job when it comes to stabilization, you know, on, for example, their GH line. Why? Because the sensor is small. So jiggling around, moving around, it's easy, right? But as you get IBIS on full frame or on APS-C and then full frame and now on medium format, it becomes harder and harder and harder to do. But Fujifilm figured it out. They are that good, all right? They are that good. I've been singing their praises for years now, even though I don't shoot them, because I know quality when I see it. And I hear from you guys all the time, the guys out there that are shooting the X series are like, you know what, I wouldn't trade this in for anything. This thing is awesome. And I get it. I absolutely get it. Well, we're talking about medium format here. And I want to give you an example as far as price, okay? Let's baseline this with $6,000, $5,999. That's what this GFX100S will be, okay? But look at this. The Canon EOS R5 is $3,900. The Panasonic S1R is $3,700. The Sony A7R4 is $3,500. The Nikon Z7 Mark II is $4,500. And finally, we have the GFX100S at $5,999. Let's call it $6,000. So you're talking about maybe a $2,000 difference for a massive, massive sensor. You're talking about 70% larger, all right, on this GFX100S. I think it's about 102 megapixels is what it will capture. 70% larger than a full frame. That is a ton. And that is one of the reasons why I'll shoot a Hasselblad and possibly might start shooting Fujifilm. Because of this, you have a ton of really high quality megapixels, all right? A real high quality pixel. So a lot of folks out there were looking for a GFX100M, all right, which is a monochrome. And that's just not happening as of yet. Now, just give you an idea of what they currently have out there. You have your GFX100, okay, which is that flagship at 10K with IBIS and phase detection and all of this craziness, okay? Well, they put together some affordable GFX cameras. You have the 50R and the 50S. Now, those are 51 megapixel medium format cameras, okay? The 50R is coming in at 4,500, whereas the 50S is at 5,500. Now the R is a rangefinder, okay, type style body, whereas the S is an SLR, just like the GFX100. And now the GFX100S most likely, of course, will be a SLR also. Now, what they did is they removed some things from the 50. Obviously, you're getting a smaller sensor, all right, with the 50R and the 50S, but they also removed image stabilization. So, forever, if you wanted image stabilization, you would have to go with the $10,000 unit, right, which is the GFX100. Well, supposedly, this 100S is going to also have 5-axis image stabilization. It is also rumored to have phase detection, whereas the 50s do not, which is really amazing when it comes to autofocus, right? Now, the things that we don't know as of yet is we don't know what the speed of continuous shooting is going to be. We know the 100 is doing 5 frames per second. Maybe this one will do more, maybe it'll be less, we don't know. But also 4K. The 100 is doing 4K all the way up to 422, HDMI out, right? Whereas this, we have no 4K information as of yet. Now, my question is, since the flagship is coming in at $10,000 for the GFX100, what are they going to do with the 100S to lessen those specs, okay? To somehow get it down 40%, from 10K down to 6K. What do they do? Are they going to just remove 4K? Are they going to lower the continuous shooting, maybe down to 2 frames, 3 frames? What are they going to do? It is already rumored that we're seeing 5-axis image stabilization as well as phase detect. Those are the 2 meat and potato things that I personally think that I would want. All right? So I really don't know. I really don't know. It's something that maybe you guys know. Maybe you guys have heard something. Now, according to the rumors, we're going to see it this month announced. By the end of this month, the rumors say right around the 27th of January, but we don't know 100% as of yet. But most likely this month, we're going to see Fujifilm introduce the GFX100S. And it's really exciting. It really is exciting. And I think that any professional photographer out there should take note of it and say, you know, if I'm going to spend, you know, $3,500 to $4,000 on a full frame camera, you know, maybe I should spend an extra $2,000 and get into medium format. A lot of people don't understand, and if you've never shot medium format before, don't. Unless you have, you know, the wallet to do so. Because once you shoot medium format, it's very hard to go back to full frame. Okay, when you look at full frame, you're like, oh my God, this looks amazing. You know, you're coming from Micro Four Thirds, you're coming from APS-C, you're like, wow, this is really some good stuff. Well, as soon as you go medium format, all of a sudden that all gets thrown out the window and you're like spoiled. When I tell you you're spoiled, right? If you want to know and you don't want to spend the money, rent in one of these cameras. Rent it in, okay? I don't have an affiliate with some rental company. Maybe I should. If you're a rental company out there, send me some information. Anyways, renting is fantastic. Anything that you want to buy today, just rent it in. You can find it in many rental organizations. Bring it in, spend the $100 or whatever it is to rent it, test it out. Like I said, if you bring in a medium format and you shoot it for a while, for that week, let's say, or a few days, you will be spoiled and it'll be very hard for you not to pick one up. Okay, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Also, a lot of people are moving into commercial work, like what I do. Why is that? Because events are currently in the frickin' tank with the whole COVID thing. So there's a lot of professionals that are moving into professional product photography, professional commercial work, okay? That being said, a lot of the commercial organizations are wanting a lot of megapixels today, just for the reason that I just told you earlier with the fashion people. They want to be able to take the shot and then alter it however they want. And the more megapixels you have, the more easy it is to mush those pixels around, push them around, and get it to look exactly the way you want it, and also crop in however you need when it comes to your images. Also, today is a day where you do not get a small magazine to look at, let's say, what you're looking to buy, or going into the store. What are you doing? You're going onto Amazon, or you're going into someone's website and you're looking at the product. Tell me it is not great when you go to a product and they actually use a really high resolution image and you're able to zoom in and see all of the specs in detail, right? Well, that's why a lot of the manufacturers now are putting up really high-end images for people to see, because they need to be able to almost touch it with their eyes, okay? Martha Stewart has been doing this forever. With the magazine that she creates and those beautiful images that you see in there, the majority of those images, not until just recently changed, they've been shot with medium format film cameras. Why would that be? Right? They need to be exceptional. They need to be amazing. They're using digital now, as far as I understand, medium format. Why? Once again, they have to be amazing. They need all those megapixels. So if they want to print it in a magazine, they can. If they want to use it online, very high res, they can. If they want to blow it up the size of a billboard, they can. Whatever they want to do, that one shot is reusable. Okay, over and over and over. And you don't have to take multiple shots. Once again, time is money. Okay, time is money. So anyways, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are. I understand $6,000 is a lot of money and not a lot of you are going to go down that route. But I want to know your thoughts on medium format. Now remember, guys, I've been saying this for a long time, many years. I said that Micro Four Thirds is going to go the way of the dinosaur. And instead of that being that entry level, okay, where amateurs would come into Micro Four Thirds for its size and for its price, APS-C is going to take over that spot. All right. And then the pro-ams are going to go more into the full frame. And then finally, the professionals are going to go into medium format. Okay. That's just what I've said for a couple years. Will it happen? I don't know. But it just feels that way. All right. It simply feels that way. Now, bear in mind, before some of you guys give me grief on medium format can't really replace like a camera like an R5 or something like that, you're right in most circumstances. Remember, there is a use case. All right. A medium format camera is for high-end photography stills. It's not really for video, even though they give you video in here. It's not for sports. You're getting 5 frames per second. You're not getting 15 or 20. Okay? There is a reason for it. So, of course, if you are a sports shooter, you're still going to use like a 1D, or you might use a 5D or one of the Nikon DSLRs, or even one of the new mirrorless cameras. Absolutely, full frame, because you need that speed. But if you don't need speed and you just simply need high quality, a ton of megapixels and high quality megapixels, medium format is the place to be. So anyways, guys, like I said, I want to know your thoughts. Before I go, put those thoughts down here in the comment area below this video. Also, head over to our Discord server at community.JCristina.com. Once again, community.JCristina.com. Head over there. Let's have these discussions. That community Discord server, that creative Discord server that I created for you and me, is an awesome place to hang out. I'm there all the time. Ask me anything. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, subscribe. Why not? There's 450 plus videos here. There's a lot for everyone. Check it out. Major series, of course, is my life after Adobe cutting the cord. I teach you how to cut the cord with Adobe. Check that out. Maybe I'll put a link over here. Awesome series. Also, if you are subscribed, click this little bell notification button. So when I go live or if I come out with a new video, you'll be notified of it immediately. Also, if you want to contribute to the channel, click this little button down here that says join, become a member. I give you a little bit of perks. You send over $1 or $2 a month or whatever to help out the channel grow. I appreciate it, and it's a way for me to give back also. And finally, if you haven't went over to my website yet, do so. Go check it out over at JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools that I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That would be awesome. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe and stay healthy.